Thanks for joining us. We're going to show you what the kids are doing for physical therapy. Kids see the physical therapist once a month, and she designs a program for them. And then we have a physical therapy assistant come in twice a week and spend an hour with each of the children working on the program that the physical therapist has laid out for them. So let's get to doing some exercises and show you what they're doing and why they're doing it. So we start physiotherapy with some cardio, either skipping, or we'll do a video on YouTube. One of your favorite videos lately, what is it, Dean?
The drumming.
So one of the favorite things they like doing now is the drumming with the exercise ball. So that has been giving them a lot of cardio, and you can find all kinds of videos on YouTube to follow along to. Savannah really enjoys dancing, and she's been doing some ribbon dancing with her physio. And what do we have to work on this time? Because you've been doing your arms, both of them together with your ribbons, and what does Erica want you to do next?
To do it with both ribbons.
And moving around the room?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's not just doing your hands anymore, you have to move your body around the room as well.
Yeah.
Jumping jacks.
I've done this with Maddie.
Okay, but that's not a jumping jack. So let's stop. Arms up, legs apart. And together like a pencil. And out. And together. We have to slow it down so that we get the movements. Out. Arms out, together. Toes all the way up, touch the ceiling. And down. Keep your legs straight. Up. Down. By having an assistant, it's less expensive, and by doing this we are getting more support hours for the children, which has been very beneficial. You really notice a difference between having the physical therapy once a week as opposed to twice a week. We've noticed a huge difference, and the kids are busy and they're doing different activities other times within the day, but just having that consistency of twice a week has made a huge difference for their development. The boys are doing some weightlifting. The physiotherapist is trying to transfer them over to some more age-appropriate type physio, which for them is they're going to start lifting weights, because a lot of teenage boys do this as a hobby. The physiotherapist is trying to encourage them to have good posture and work on the strength. But the number one thing is the posture and the form right now. And they're using very small weights while they develop the posture and the form. Remember, we have to keep our hand like this, right? Look at those muscles Dean and Jacob are getting. We really have to watch that the wrist is in the right direction facing forwards and they're not twisting it, because we don't want to cause bad habits that are going to carry forward, especially when they get to heavier weights. The boys are doing their exercise in front of the mirror so that they can correct themselves and they can see what the physiotherapist is looking for and help make sure that they're doing it to the best of their ability. So how many of each do you guys have to do?
10.
10.
So 10 repetitions on each side?
Yeah.
For each exercise? Then do you do another set of repetitions?
Yeah.
Can you feel you guys getting stronger?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was this a hard exercise at first?
Yeah.
No, I did.
It's always been easy for you?
Yeah.
This is
Oh.
very easy, but my shoulders get very tired.
So did you know that if you have stronger shoulders, it makes it easier to do your fine motor activities?
I didn't know.
If you have a stronger shoulder strength, it makes it easier for when you're doing your fine motor activities. And those are hard for you sometimes, aren't they, Dean? So these exercises are twofold. They're helping Dean get strong muscle-wise, but it's also going to help him with his fine motor skills. You need to watch in the mirror that your arm's nice and straight, close to your body. Good job. So when Dean started out, he was only using a 1 pound weight because he would compensate with some of the other muscles in his shoulders when he was doing these exercises. But what have you progressed to?
To
A 3 pound weight?
yep.
So he's making really good progress. He's moving on up and he's able to keep the form that's needed to do the exercises. So a lot of these exercises, all the kids work on at different levels. So we're not necessarily going to show you everything that each individual child works on. We're going to show you a little bit of everything from all of the children so that you can get an idea of what they're working on and how they're progressing. And the different adaptations, because some of the kids aren't as advanced as others, so we're going to show you the same exercise maybe with some adaptations to make it easier or harder depending on who is doing the exercise. Okay, walk it out. No, walk it further.
Okay.
Okay, there you go. Pick up a ball, throw it in. Nice.
Is that?
Yeah. Okay, walk it out. Keep your legs nice and straight. Walk, walk, walk. Walk your hands. Walk your hands further. There you go. Walk your hands out. Try and get the bean bags. Get them out. Walk, roll back. Okay, and again. Roll forward. Walk your hands closer. Laura's doing the similar idea to Darren. She's going to do the ball walkout. Darren did it on the cylinder, which is easier. Laura's going to do it on the ball. Then she's going to walk over and then she's going to put the balls in the right colored cups. Hey, do your ball walkout. Keep your feet up.
I did it.
Keep your feet up. So we're trying to balance on the ball while using our hands, lifting up something and doing a task, which is adding to her balance. Good job. Walk it back. This time I want you to walk it forward and take them out of the cups.
Okay.
Okay?
I can do it fast.
Keep balanced. Good job. So we're going to make sure we do it with both sides so both sides are getting equally strong. So as you can see, this is working on her shoulder strength when she has to walk out like this and hold it. And it's also working on her core strength because she's balancing on that ball. And back again. Do you like these exercises?
Yeah.
What's your favorite exercise out of all the ones you do?
Making dance and dance videos.
So you're all about dancing? Okay, come out a bit further. Yeah, right like that. Good job. So the further you walk out on the ball, the more core strength you have to have. So when the ball is on her thighs, she's using more muscles than when the ball is at her hips. The boys are also doing exercises on the exercise ball with a balance board. So they walk out on the ball and they're cheating.
No.
Yep, Because you're supposed to walk out and then you're supposed to put one hand up and then the other hand on the balance board and then one hand down off the balance board, the other hand down and back up.
We have been doing it this way.
But remember, no jumping. Remember, she said one hand at a time. One hand, then the next. Get your balance. And then step down, one hand at a time.
I usually do 25 or 30.
You do 25 or 30 walkouts with the balance board?
Yeah, I'm tense.
And hold it for 10 seconds? That's great. How many are you doing, Dean? Do you know?
Nope.
Strength is a bit stronger in his shoulders, so he has a balance board that is a bit harder to work than Dean's. So as you can see, this exercise takes a lot of core strength, doesn't it? So that they can balance on the ball and then have their hands on an uneven surface, which is the balance board. You're like a circus performer on that ball. Can you show us that one again? So he's gonna start walking out on the ball. He's gonna bring his legs around to a sitting position. And now he's got to work on going backwards from there. Okay, now hands down and start bringing your feet back and walk yourself back. That's Jacob's next step on his ball exercises. Is that one a hard one?
I
Okay. Let's see your other ball exercises. What do you have to do?
don't know. Push-ups on the ball.
So he's bringing his knees up to a crunch position while his hands are on the floor. Jacob makes these look very easy, but it is extremely hard. All the way to bent knees. So we're doing bridges. Their feet are on the ball. Their head and shoulders are back, and they're going to lift up their backsides, Dean, and then down, and then up, and hold, and then down. And then the next step of this is they're going to lift up their backsides, and then lift up one foot, and down. Other foot. Okay, lift up your bum. We're doing a bridge. So we started doing these on the floor and we've progressed to doing it on a ball. This ball is a small beach ball type that you find in the kids' toy section, which is an ideal size for Darren. The other kids have a larger exercise ball, but the exercise balls are too big for Darren. So I'm holding Darren's feet slightly to make sure that he's successful, but still letting his body do the work. Put your bum down. Sitting on the ball, getting your balance and lifting up one foot. We're not using our hands, right?
Yeah.
What are you doing with your feet?
Writing numbers.
So we're drawing numbers or words, letters. So we're drawing numbers with our feet to help engage the muscles while sitting, because just sitting and lifting up one foot is too easy for Jacob. So he needs to do a little bit more challenging. So he lifts up one foot and he's drawing numbers. Can work on doing his phone number, his address, spelling different words, just moving his foot and working on engaging the other muscles to keep his balance. I want you, while you're sitting on the ball, don't hold the ball, put your hands on your lap. Now lift up one foot. Good job. Whoa.
That's challenging.
It is. We're working on your balance. Okay, now put that foot down and lift up the other foot. Try and get your balance. Roll it to your feet, pick it up, pass it to your hands, touch the floor, sit up, and throw me the ball. Roll it to your feet, pass it to your hands, touch the floor, sit up, throw me the ball. Dean has scoliosis, so he's doing some exercises to work his lungs and keep his posture straight. So he sits on a wedge in front of the mirror. What do you have to do when you're sitting in front of the mirror, Dean? Okay, do we have to make sure that our posture is nice? So he's sitting in front of the mirror, making sure that his posture is as straight as possible. And then he's doing some umbrella breaths, which is taking a breath and expanding his rib cage, similar to when you're opening an umbrella. Just trying to make sure that he's getting good airflow into his lungs, because quite often with scoliosis, one side of your lungs is getting collapsed because of the curve. So we're working on forcing that side to straighten up and make sure that we can get as much air into it as possible while strengthening the spine. So when we started the umbrella breaths, we would have our hands placed this way. Okay. Can you do a big breath? And expand your ribs. And then exhale. Let the air out. Let the air out. And down. And then another big breath, expand. And you can feel when your hands are here, that's prompting Dean to push air into where my hands are. We did a lot of practice this way, and then as Dean progressed, now he's able to do it sitting up on his own. So Laura has some lower back pain with her scoliosis. So by having her feet up on the ball, it's taking the pressure off of her lower back where she gets the pain, and she's doing her umbrella breaths to help with her scoliosis at the same time. So Dean will also sit up nice and tall and get himself nice and straight, looking in the mirror to make sure he's nice and straight. We can see a bit of a curve, so Dean's going to try and adjust himself a bit just to make it as straight as possible. And then you're going to relax. And he relaxes, and then he goes back up into the same nice straight position, which is just working the muscles around his spine, trying to get them as straight as possible. Next up is cat curls. We're just keeping the mobility in Dean's spine. He goes from a happy cat to an angry cat, arching his back like he's an angry cat. Are you angry, Dean?
No.
Okay, you're trying to arch your back up. That's a nice cat. Now arch it up, round your back. The good thing about these exercises for Dean's scoliosis is that the last visit he had with the orthopedic surgeon, his back hadn't gotten any worse. Even though he's growing, which is a common time for people with scoliosis for the curves to get more, Dean's stayed at the same amount. So these exercises do help. Child's pose stretch. Put your bum down. There. That helps stretch out your back. We've got quite a few exercises to help Laura with her lower back pain and her scoliosis, just to keep everything stretched out and hopefully not hurting. Laura's going to do her leg stretches. She's got one leg bent and the other one she brings up to her chest, holds it for 10 seconds. Okay, now put that one down to the bent position. Nope, bent like the other one. Now bring the other one up. Hold that for 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now can you bring both legs up for 10?
I've done this with Maddie.
Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And bring them both down. Good
Another
job.
one for your back. We're gonna bend your knees. Okay, and first, put your hands down. We're gonna just move your knees back and forth. Try and keep your hips straight on the floor. Just gonna move back and forth. A rocking position, just trying to keep her hips on the floor, but just doing a little bit of stretches. Right? And then we're going to rock our hips back and forth this way. Got my hand under Laura's back. Nope, we're not lifting up our hips. We're just going to try and squish. So we want to rotate your hips like this. Push my hand. No. With your back, push your back down. Can you make your back go onto the floor? Don't lift up your hips. Keep them down. I'm just trying to get a rocking motion here. Okay, push it down. Nope, that's up. Push, try and squish the mat. Like that, right.
Next up is our core workout. Both boys are doing some sit-ups. How many sit-ups do you have to do for each time?
15 at least.
Are the sit-ups easy or hard?
Easy.
Easy.
Put the ball to the floor. And up again. Oh, good job. And down. Up. Up, 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 up. Down. Up. Ups. Good job. Way to go. So by having Darren hold the ball with both hands, he's not using his elbow and twisting himself to get up. He's actually using his
Kicks. We're going to keep our legs as straight as possible, guys. Does this make your abs hurt?
Yeah.
Is it hard work?
Yeah.
Oh. Put your bum down. Nice and flat. All right. We're going to do planks for 20 seconds. Look at that form. Keep your bum down. Yep. Out off the ground. Oh, feel the burn, Dean. Okay, let's see yours, Jacob. Nice work. Jacob makes sure that he sets his watch so that he doesn't do a second longer. Good job.
Sometimes I do.
Sometimes you do longer?
Yep.
Yeah.
How many planks do you have to do? Just one
Yeah.
per session? Or
Yeah. 1%.
oh. And you're working your way up in time?
Yep.
Next up is our leg lifts. Put your head back, Dean. Up and part way down. Jacob's back's been hurting when he does this, so he does it on the wedge. So his head is resting on the wedge. So they go up and then part way down, up and part way down. Which one of these exercises, Dean, is the hardest?
Them.
All of them? So we're working on soccer drills as well as a way of working on balance. You have to be able to stand on one foot to do some of the soccer moves. So the kids are doing their soccer drills to help with this. We have to trap the ball by stopping it with one foot and then passing it back to the other person. Okay. Pass it back to, I want you to do it around your foot now.
Okay.
Another exercise we do with the soccer ball is rolling the ball around our leg while standing on one foot. The goal is to be able to roll the ball all the way around and bring it back without putting your foot down. This is just an added balance exercise that we're doing. And once we've mastered it, we're going to be really cool soccer players.
I'm already told.
You're already cool?
Yep, I have been practicing at a special enrichment.
Yeah. Well, we're going to be able to do some really cool tricks with this ball as our balance gets better. An adaptation to this exercise is to use a ball that's on the flatter side So you can see this ball doesn't roll away as much, so it makes it a little bit easier. And we're using both feet. We take turns, we do it with one foot, and then we do it with our less dominant foot as well, which is giving us good balance on both sides of our body. So the one thing that I love about our physical therapist is that she tries to pick activities and interests based on the kids' desires. So Savannah, she loves dancing right now. So a lot of her therapy is working on doing some dance moves and working on that to build up her coordination and her skills within her physical therapy. So the kids are also involved in Special Olympics. So some of the exercises are based around the sports that they enjoy doing within Special Olympics so that they have the skills when Special Olympics opens up again. So I really like that we are able to build on the skills for the things they need, which are also the skills just in general and the strength and the coordination. We're also working on balancing on one foot. Are you doing a little dance for us,
No.
Dino? So what is our goal? How many seconds do we need to be able to balance on one foot?
5.
What are you working towards, Jacob?
I haven't been doing it.
Okay, because you can do it.
Yeah.
So, Dean, remember, if we look straight ahead at something, it makes it easier to balance. So by having the exercises around interests and activities, that motivates the kids to want to do more, and they can see a purpose behind doing all of these exercises, which if the kids are motivated, they're going to want to do more and it's going to be more fun for them. So it's a win-win situation. They're getting their exercises done, they see a purpose, they're enjoying themselves. We couldn't ask for anything more. So Jacob has been working on his balance and his posture. And he's putting a beanbag on his head. He needs to sit right down. Oh, you're gonna lie down?
Yeah.
He's gonna lie down with the beanbag on his head and then get back up. And hopefully that beanbag stays there. Whoa, that's some serious balancing. Can you go down to a sitting position now? Sitting right on your bottom. Nice. Let's see, you get back up. Good job. You are a pro at this. So what do you think you're working on when you have to have that beanbag on your head?
Balance.
And nice smooth movements?
Yeah.
You're very good at it. How long did it take for you to get that good at keeping a beanbag on your head?
Long time.
A long time? This exercise, Savannah's supposed to be following that beanbag with her eyes and tossing it from one hand to the other to help with her hand-eye coordination and her eye gaze. Good job. Now the other arm. Oh, you can do your leg next. Other arm and down. Now one leg up. Hold it nice and straight. And down. The other leg. Whoa. Good job. Now can you lift one arm and the opposite leg? Whoa, you're getting so good at this one. Last time you were falling over when I saw you do it. And down. Now the opposite. Was this hard?
No. Easy.
Oh, because you've been practicing? You're getting better at it? So Dean has a tendency for tight legs and calves. And the fact that he's growing is an added factor into this. So part of his exercises are working on stretching, which is a good cool down after all of his exercise. We're going to try and keep our legs nice and straight while we do this, and stretching Jacob's starting to grow a lot too, like a bad weed. He's been outgrowing all of his pants.
Me too.
So he needs to do some stretching just to make sure that he doesn't lose his flexibility as he's growing so fast. Can you touch your toes? Stretch. Try and keep your knees straight. Darren's very tight, so we want to keep doing exercises that are going to keep him stretched out and his muscles loose enough so that it's not causing extra undue pain. Okay, can you reach to this one? Keep this nice and straight. Sometimes we just have to put a hand here, not forcing his leg down, but more as a prompt for him to keep his leg straight. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're trying to stretch in here and get some movement in Darren's back. Put this hand here on your lap and then stretch over. Try and pull all these muscles. Now the other side. Put this on your lap. Darren doesn't have much movement in his back and side, so we're just trying to get some movement in there and get some good stretches. Darren's muscles are very tight, which is limiting his movement. So we're just trying to get more stretching so that we have more flexibility and we can get more movement. This is one of the ways we're trying to get him to sit when he's doing different activities, just to give a natural stretch without him realizing that he's working on some stretches and getting more flexibility in his back. Can you put your legs to the other side now? Flip your legs over. Oh, that's kind of complicated, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go like this. There, sit up. Whoa. So you can see when he's doing this, it's actually quite difficult for his balance. But you can see that he has to stretch this side when his legs are in this position. So while Darren's got his legs bent with his knees off to one side, which is doing a stretch on this side without him really realizing. Darren, can you throw the orange ball into the orange cup? Nice job. And now the red one. Darren has tight calves, so we're stretching his calves. You feel it stretching in here?
Yeah.
And relax. And stretch. And relax.
It's tickle.
It tickles? Okay. Relax. So what's another way that you guys do for your stretching?
Yoga poses.
Yoga poses? So you'll do some videos on YouTube for yoga, or you'll just do some different yoga poses? And that's a good cool down way and to help do your stretches? So Laura toes in a lot when she's walking. So this, walking the line, right now she's able to hold the wall while she's doing it because it's more about the foot position and getting her feet nice and straight. And then once she gets better, we'll have her doing this without holding onto the wall. When people walk with their toes pointed inwards, pigeon-toed, it's usually because they have really weak muscles in their thighs, and her hips and thighs, and this is what we're trying to work on to strengthen it up to get her to be able to walk. When she's tired and her toes turn in more, she lands up tripping more often. So we're trying to strengthen this so that she's not tripping and falling as much. When Savannah does this exercise, we emphasize her feet going the opposite direction. So typically she'll toe in, so we want her to walk with her toes going outwards more to overemphasize it in the opposite direction, with the goal of straightening out her walk. With her feet outwards is going against everything that her body normally wants to do. So it's giving a good stretch and helping strengthen up
those muscles so that hopefully she can walk straighter. Turn around. Is it hard to walk like this, Savannah?
Yeah.
This is to hope that things will straighten out. And it has been working. Savannah's walk has gotten a lot better. You can tell when she's tired because she toes in a lot, but she's getting a lot better and able to walk with straighter feet.
So I hope you enjoyed this video and you got some ideas of the different exercises the kids are doing and why they're doing them.